Guess what? It's Vlogmas Day 17. And we are out running around. There's little man. Been halfway all over town because they moved where you go get marriage certificates. And we got our marriage certificate, or marriage license, I should say, not the certificate, the license, so we can get remarried. And we haven't decided when we're going to do that yet, have we?
No.
But we have it. But we have a 3-day waiting period. You get your marriage license, and you have to wait 3 days before you can get married, and it's only good for 60. So, we got between 3 and 60 days to get married or remarried. So, we will check in later. Connor, say bye. Look,
bye-bye.
Connor, look at the phone. Look at the camera. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Good job. See you later. Hey guys, it's Jennifer Vlogmas. I'm actually doing several days together. Right before this, you will see Vlogmas Day 17, where my hubby and I went to go get our marriage license. Yay! But I did want to kind of let everybody know, if you were wondering, I know I got quite a few, well, more than normal views on the ER and hospital stay Vlogmas video. So I'm really behind. I've got 16 filmed, I've got 17 filmed, 18 and 19 and the 20th. Yeah, I've got 3 days worth where no videos have been made. Want to explain why, and kind of it's going to all be 17 through 20 kind of together. We're just going to include 18, 19, 20 together because the days are just running together. I've got so much to do. Blog reviews, you know, probably 60 or so reviews that have to be done prior to the 23rd. So we'll see how that goes. So working on that a lot, up late doing that. We've been running around to doctor's appointments, pharmacies, trying to get everything done. So in case you guys wanted to know, I was going to let you know what is going on with my hubby. Why I have not been on. Freebie videos have not been uploaded. I've got 2 weeks worth that have already been filmed. I need to edit and get those up. They're just not. I just don't have the time right now. We've got so much going on. So this is what happened. I don't know if I explained what was going on with hubby. He was taken over to the from his doctor's appointment to the ER. His creatinine, I think that's how you say it, levels, when they took him, he went to the doctor. He'd been having chest pains Monday night. He's had high blood pressure for his whole life pretty much, but we've been trying to get it under control, going to the doctor for a year now. None of the medications are working. He's on blood pressure medication, and his blood pressure is still like 180 over 120, which is extremely, extremely high. It's been that way or higher for the last year, even on meds. So his doctor was a little concerned and said go ahead and go to the ER. He was worried that the blood pressure was affecting his heart, because you know, when you have high blood pressure for a long period of time, it does affect your heart and because it's working so hard. So they sent him across the street over to the emergency room, took him in, and like I said, I may be repeating some of this. If I am, I'm really sorry. I'm just so lost right now. So we took him over to the emergency room. They immediately took him back and did an EKG. They took his blood work. When it came back, his creatinine, and like I said, I'm probably butchering that word, levels were extremely high. Normal, I guess, is from like 0.5 to like 1.2. They consider anything over 1.6 or 1.7 to be you're having problems with your kidneys. Hubby's was at an 8. So from what I've read online, 10 you are in kidney failure or renal failure. So they went ahead and admitted him. They did do an EKG, they did an echo, they did a chest x-ray, they did a CAT scan, and of course blood work. Sent him to the hospital. Was not real impressed. Once he got there, I had to go pick up little man, go back to the hospital. They were supposed to have him on a heart monitor. They were supposed to have given him medications. As soon as I got there, I went to the nurse's station, asked for a nurse or someone to come in and tell me what was going on, because the doctor had come in while I went to go pick up the baby. So we sat there and we waited and we waited. And 4 hours later, finally a nurse came in. Told me, you know, this is what's going on. Found out he was supposed to be on have medications and all kinds of stuff. So anyways, the next morning I had the 16th, I had little man's party, and they did release hubby from the hospital on the 16th. But when I walked in, I just barely, when I left the house, I forgot little man's tablet. Going to the hospital to see daddy with no tablet is not a good thing. So I went back to the house to go get the tablet. If I had not gone back to the house, I would have been there when the nephrologist or the kidney doctor had come in to see him. So when the kidney doctor came in, my hubby was ready to go. He was just so ready to go. And so they asked him, you know, are you feeling tired or worn down? You know, they asked him, I don't know what all they asked him, but they asked him several things, and he told them no. He didn't tell them what was really going on because he was afraid they were going to keep him in the hospital. So the doctor said, well, you're going to. And come to find out, he is in stage 5 kidney disease. It's what they call end-stage kidney disease, or stage 5. He's very close to kidney failure. They say from his CAT scan, his kidneys are extremely small, which means he's had chronic kidney disease. So he's had it for quite some time. He just didn't know it. He did have protein and blood in his urine. Then of course the creatinine level was sky high. So they said within 6 months he will be on, that's the longest it will go. We have a feeling when we go see them, they're going to bump that up probably, but at this rate right now as it sits, he will be on dialysis or need a kidney transplant within 6 months. So as you can see, we've got a lot going on. Trying to figure this out, a lot of research, family members wanting to know what they need to do to see if they're a match to donate one of his kidneys. We do have my sister-in-law, we know wants to check to see if she is a match. 2 of his children have come forward and said they want to be tested to see if they're a match. One of his daughters actually has health issues herself. She was born, she had some heart problems, she's had open heart surgery, so she is not an option. So we aren't going to ask her, would never think to ask her, but she did say that if she was able, that she would want to be tested, but she just, medically she can't. They wouldn't approve her. Even if she was a match, blood-wise, even if his body would take her kidney, she can't give it. They won't allow her to, so she's not an option. And then my daughter has also expressed that if none of his siblings or children are able, she'd like to be tested because she is like me. She's got O blood, so we can give to anybody. So as long as his blood would not attack her blood, she can give him a kidney as well. And of course, worst case scenario, if nobody else is a match, I will be tested as well. We just don't want to have me and hubby down at the same time. It's a lot to go through for one person, let alone both of us to be going through it. So, but if it comes down to it, yes, I will give him one of my kidneys if I have to. So it's what we've been going through. We've been going to the pharmacy back and forth, trying to get all his medications right. And we've been having to change his diet. He has to be on a low protein, low sodium diet. We found that pretty much anything you go to get has got major sodium and major protein. So I'm having to research a lot. Reached out to a couple of friends on Facebook that have been through it, that have been helping quite a bit. My brother-in-law, from the day he found out has probably been on the computer every single day researching, trying to find out as much as he can and see what his options are. From what I've read and from people that I've talked to, if he just goes on dialysis, his life expectancy is about 5 years. People have been known to be on dialysis for 10 years or more, but typically 5 years is your life expectancy. If you get a kidney from a cadaver, you're looking at about 17. And if you get a live kidney donor, your chances of your life expectancy tends to double from that of a cadaver. So we're hoping for that. So he will have to go on dialysis for a short time at least to get his body ready so that he can get onto disability and get his Medicare, so they will pay for the transplant. And let's see what else. Yeah, so we've decided he's not going to go to a dialysis center. We'll have to take training, and he will get a catheter. He'll have surgery, have a catheter put in his stomach, and we will do the perinatal dialysis where, like I said, he has the surgery. They'll input a tube or catheter that comes out of his stomach. They'll be there at all times. At night, he will hook up to that, and he'll do the dialysis at night while he sleeps, so that he won't have to go in 3 times a week, sit for hours at a time to get dialysis. Plus, he doesn't like needles, so that wouldn't work. So he will be doing that for a while. So I will try to do as much as I can with Christmas coming up, that coming up. And then, as you saw, on the 17th, we went and got our marriage license. If you watched me for a while, you know we're not actually married. I do refer to him as hubby. He is actually my ex-husband. We got back together, had our son, and so he wants to get married, make it legal. Just in the event that anything does happen, that Connor and I are taken care of. So we are getting remarried, and we have set a date. We will get married on Christmas Eve. A very, very good friend of mine that I love dearly will be marrying us. So now we just got to go out and find a place to get married. So that's what's been going on with me, guys. It's been crazy. I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging every day, but there's a lot going on. So hopefully this will make up for it, let you know what's going on, and hopefully I'll be able to try to vlog for the next, till the end of the year. I'll try as much as I can. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.